Hi everyone, I know it's been a while, but I'm working on this reed tonight, and I swear to God, I picked it up from the reed case, took it out of my reed case, and I was like, what happened to this reed? It's like the overlap shifted a mile or something. It's massive overlap. So I took pictures of the tip opening so y'all could see how much overlap there was. And then I shaved off as much of it as I could. And now I have this little very narrow reed. I mean, I really don't know why it shifted that much. It's very odd that it slid that much. And I don't know when it did it. It's like, did it in the middle of the night or what? Because it wasn't like that when I put it in the case. But it has now an interesting problem, which I thought would be fun to experiment with. The tip crow and the low crow are not a true octave. So tip crow is crowing a C. The minute I blow more air, it's pulling the pitch down. And if I blow hard, it wants to be low. So my guess is, I think that I can take more out of the back. I think if I take more out of the back, it's going to kind of lift up that low crow, and it will help tighten up the tip crow as well. But it's not good when the crow is not a true octave, because it means it's unstable. So I'm going to take more out of the back, and then I will report to see if it improves it. So we're kind of in the midway point, and this reed was also very long, right? I just measured it. It was measuring at almost 72 at this stage. And the tip looks long. It's like all the proportions are off from what I normally do. And now this isn't a surprise because this is a gouge I'm not familiar with. So there's always a little bit of reorganization that has to happen for me when I'm trying to figure out how to get what I want out of a gouge, right? And so I just went ahead and clipped a big clip, because I was like, this just looks weird and it's not helping. Here's the crow now. So it's worse. What am I going to do? Go back up to the tip and reorganize the tip and see if I can figure out why these vibrations are kind of like doing this. Please don't let that become a meme. If my students watch this, please don't do that. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I will report back. Progress. So I cleaned up the V. It was slightly like this on one blade, so I brought it back down like this so they're more symmetrical. And it feels nice and stable. Still not really a crow that I like, but so the G, the F sharp G area of stability, not in this reed. Very unstable. F sharp probably is too. Yeah, so I think that's due in part to the crow. And you know what? It looks like, I don't know that I even tied this one completely straight. I don't think it's seated on the staple 100% accurately, and which would make sense as to why then those blades would start to shift. And when I say that, it means, what I mean is it looks straight when I look at it like this, but when I sight down the staple and I look at how the cane is actually seated on the staple, it's almost like a little bit like this, like one blade kind of dips more over than the other. And I'm guessing that might be what's going on here. So that's as far as I'm going to go with that reed. I'll practice on it, but it's not really worth spending more time on now that I see that problem. So interesting, I hope. Have a good night, everybody.